to Diary of a Pro Mermaid. I'm just going to recap the beginning of the year and talk about all the cool things that have been going on in the mermaid world, the different really fun gigs that I've had the chance to do, the cool things that have been going on, and some not so cool things that have been happening too. So I did Mermania in January, and it was a crazy busy time, and it would take the entire video to recap Mermania. So instead of me spending all this time recapping Mermania, I just want to say you can check out my Mermania video that is literally all about Mermania. A couple of highlights from Mermania. Let's see, ABC News did an amazing feature on us, and we got them to feature Hannah Burgess and Chris O'Braki, Nova Serene, and Merman Christian, and they nailed it. I am so proud of them. It was really amazing and cool. The event attracted over 500 people in the end. At first we thought it was a little over 300, but then when everything stopped and we got to go count all the tickets sold and then all the extra tickets that we sold at the GAC, the spectators and everybody who came, it was over 500. It was amazing. It was so crazy. We had a whole group from the Halifax Mermaids come. Everybody worked their butts off. Our special guests were amazing. There was really no major issues other than at one point a printer broke, which caused a lot of stress. There was a couple of issues with the hotel, and that's my cat playing in paper. And yeah, we did have a tabloid come out, and that was really kind of sucky because they have all this amazing content that they could make an article about, but they chose to just create their own fake drama in order to have something tabloidy to write. And it was kind of really funny. They took a video of Sean and I walking down the hallway. I was in my bathing suit and he was in his swim shorts, and I was like live streaming with my phone because I did that all weekend, and you can look on the Mermania page and see all the live stream videos I did. And you know, we're like walking in the hallway, and Sean does this thing where he always just puts his hand behind my elbow or my shoulder and pushes me along because I'm slow, especially if I need to be somewhere else and I'm distracted by taking video or whatever. He gives me a little push along. So the tabloid wrote that I was escorted by security, which is so funny because Sean and I ran the whole event. So props to the reporter who knew that Sean and I were dating and knew that I was now being escorted by security and knew that I was the person who ran the event and still made up that bogus story. It's really funny. I think of all the things that I could be put in a tabloid for, I'm put in a tabloid for walking down a hallway in my really cute Minnie Mouse bathing suit, holding my phone, being escorted by my security boyfriend. And then after people pointed out that he was not security, they put, instead of putting his name, they put HR manager, because if they put his name, people would have looked on the website and seen, oh, they have the same last name, they're a couple. You know, 10 years. So anyway, that was really funny and just ridiculous. And of course, everybody in the mermaid community knows Sean and I because we have been together as long as I've been a mermaid and work in all the mermaid conventions, and it's a good time. So yeah, it was good. It was funny. There's a lot of really great articles that have been coming out. We still have a big piece by the BBC that's going to come out, and Canal France that's going to come out. And for the Canal France one, I actually spoke a little bit in French because I do speak a little bit of French being Canadian. We're bilingual here, and everything is French and English, so I knew enough to just be able to do a little bit, so that was cool. So when I came home from Mermania, I was really tired, and I spent a lot of time in bed just trying to catch up on sleep because it was a huge amount of work to do that convention. And then some bad stuff happened. So the day, January 31st, my mom died very suddenly, and she was only 54, and I was with her when she died, and that was very traumatizing. So that was like being kicked in the stomach, and it was pretty hard. And my relationship with my mother is very complicated. We'd been estranged for a while, and she had some mental health issues and some alcoholism issues, but she's still my mom, and she raised me, and you know, there was a lot of good things that she did do for me, but I had recognized that I couldn't be in her life. And so that was really hard, being confronted with that and having to, you know, go to the hospital and spend time with her, and she was suffering and in quite a lot of pain towards the end, and it was really horrible. It was really horrible. I don't wish it on anybody, and yeah, it was hard. And then the day my mom died, I came home to see that Rob Stewart was missing, and it's funny, I didn't realize how famous Rob is until he went missing. I know Rob through mermaid work and because he does a lot of conservation work on sharks, and I've seen all of his films and I've met him a few times here in Halifax, and I have him on Facebook, and I even had sent him a message like right before Mermania, and yeah, so he was missing, but really he wasn't missing. Really he blacked out after doing 3 deep dives on a rebreather, and when he came up at the end he got disoriented and blacked out and went underwater and they couldn't find him. So when they said he was missing, I thought maybe he was lost at sea. He'd gotten lost in Hawaii once before and he was found and okay, so I was sort of thinking like, oh, he got separated from the group and he's out there floating around, you know, trying to get help. But in reality, we didn't know at the time because the information wasn't public, that he'd gone under and not come back up. So yeah, that was really rough. And then a few days later his body was found. So my mom died and then my friend died. And then of course I got featured in a tabloid. So kudos to Timothea, the reporter who did that. Great on you, you know. Mom died and you lied about me in the newspaper. Not even a real paper, but you know, the funny thing about the tabloid is that they've gone after everybody. They lie about everybody. We found out that Wikipedia won't even let them be used as a source anymore because they lie so much. And I'm right up there with the greats because the Beatles wrote a song about this tabloid and Amanda Palmer wrote a song about this tabloid, so it's kind of funny, you know. It's unfortunate, I think, that somebody came to our event with the intention of sabotaging and creating hurt and drama and pain and just really wanting to burn the whole thing down. But the thing is, they didn't. So you wrote your dumb little article and we still had a great time, and you know, a certain individual was really inappropriate in the hallways of the hotel, but it didn't stop anything from being awesome. We still had an amazing event, and it was just kind of, pardon my language for all the kids watching, shitty, you know, to come home after spending a year working that hard and then have my mom die and have my friend die, and yeah, just have to deal with that. But you know, this is it. The more successful you become, the more people try to drag you down, and that's just how it goes. It's unfortunate. So yeah, dealing with my mom's death and my friend's death has been pretty hard on me, and I wasn't sure that I was ready to go back into gigs. But I had a contract with the Halifax Boat Show, and it's an international boat show. It's like a trade show. I've got this like string of light that keeps going on my face, so I'm trying to like scooch over so it's not on my face. There we go. Yeah, so I did the boat show. I was really nervous about doing it, but when I got there, it actually went really well. I was just kind of scared that like something might remind me of my mom and I'd cry, because it's only, today marks 3 weeks, so it's only been 3 weeks and it's still really raw and really fresh and things upset me still. So I was worried that I would cry at the gig, but I actually did great. They built me a throne and I got to sit in that. They brought me a hot tub and I got to sit in that. I met some really great kids. Martin came out, and I can't remember if I told you guys, but we are doing the documentary. We did land it, so the documentary crew came with us to North Carolina for Mermania, and now they came with me to this event as well, and they filmed it, and all this really cool stuff happened. Torin, one of the boys from my mermaid school, he knew about my mom and all the hard stuff I was going through, and he came and he brought me a Valentine's gift. He brought me a great big box of chocolates and a bunch of pink roses. It was so amazing. It just made me want to cry. And a lot of clients actually reached out to me when they read about my mother and sent me really beautiful emails and had their kids send me photos and videos and drawings and things like that. So that was really great. Yeah, so one of the things, because my mom passed away, my mom had adopted my niece, and I hadn't seen my niece in a very long time. So my niece is going back to live with her real mother, my sister, and that means I get to see her again. So I just got to see her last night actually, but because we hadn't seen each other in a long time, I decided to reintroduce myself, and I made a little mermaid video for her that you can find on my YouTube. It's called like Video for My Niece or something like that. And I just reintroduced myself as Raina the Mermaid, her aunt who loves her very much, and I talked about being a professional mermaid. And my niece loved it, and she showed it in school, and it's just so cute that she did that. I'm really excited. So yeah, I got to see her last night. It was wonderful. This past weekend, we just did the Girls Empowerment Workshop, and we had 100 girls and about 3 boys come through our weekend workshop in New Brunswick, Sussex. And yeah, it was just so much work. It was crazy. It was me and Mermaid Anna and Merwrangler Steve and Merwrangler Sean, and we just spent like 10 hours in tails giving lessons. It was 8 hours one day and 2 hours the next. My feet are totally blistered and raw and horrible. My poor hair got really fried because I forgot to bring my really good hair stuff. I did have wigs though, thankfully. It was cold out and we were hungry and tired, but it was really amazing. I had a couple of really beautiful moments that happened. One, Dad came, he brought us 2 girls, and it was their 3rd year coming to this event, and this is our 3rd year running it. And he said it was really important to us to come this year because their mother had passed away suddenly also in the summer. And she had really looked forward to bringing them to this event each year, and it meant a lot to them. So for them to have a little bit of like normal life, they wanted to come to the event. And so that just made me like ugly cry. It was amazing. Another cool thing that happened is my little sister, she got to work with a young girl who was deaf, and the deaf girl was often nervous in the water, but because she got to swim with my sister and be a mermaid, she wasn't nervous. So the mom was so happy that she gave my sister hugs and was all teary-eyed and everything. And we met some really cute kids, and we met, one of the boys was really funny. I wrote him a little note and it said, I hope you have a fantastic day, and he was like, fantastic? I say fantastic. And then I said to him, well, I say fantastic, do you get it? Fantastic? And he goes, ha 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 ha, no. So he didn't get it. It was so funny. It was so cute. It was so cute. It was a lot of fun. I've been slowly getting back my photos that Joe and Amanda did of me at Mermania, and they're really gorgeous. And I also just bought this Mertailor whale shark fabric tail that I actually really love. It's like gorgeous material, and I'm gonna post an unboxing video of it and get out of the sunlight. There we go. And I'm going to post a review of it as well, so that's pretty cool. And just upcoming, we have a lot of events happening. We're going to keep working on we have a lot of events coming up, and we're going to keep working on the documentary. We have a lot of private events as well, and then I'm going to be going to Florida for a while too and visit with Raven. I just really need like a mermaid vacation to just relax and maybe go to Disney and stuff like that and do some cool things. So yeah, that's my mermaid life in a nutshell for the past 2 months. And you know, it's been a lot of ups and downs and a lot of crazy things and a lot of good things. And oh, we were in the news a couple of times locally, which was cool, and I got to do a radio interview in Chicago, which was cool. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's just so much stuff. So I'm going to be starting like a review series on my YouTube channel, Raina's Reviews, and I'm also going to be bringing back up Mermaid Monday, and of course we're going to keep going with the So You Want to Be a Mermaid, and we'll keep going with this. Sorry. You can also check out my blog at mermaidraina.com, and if you're interested in just what our business does, you can check out halifaxmermaids.com. But I think it's going to be a good year for mermaids, you know? There's a lot of cool things going on, and we've done some really amazing things this year so far, and it's only February, so here's to a great 2017. Best fishes.